All these match puns, man. Yo, 10,000 XP, man. Let's go turn this in while we remember that coat guy. Oh, that fucking meme there, that's fucking on everything. I've seen that before. Not that exact one, but the Chad shit. The priest smiles. The priest. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't draw Gilgi. They just got the Numa Elish. The dude who needed the code around here somewhere. Is he farther up the street? Ogyak-san. They just use that same drawing for the chat on all the memes. For some reason. Ugh. I was by the handle of the Numa Elish. Oh, really? Good stuff, man. Oh, is this all just one big trading thing? Shut the fuck up, man. Need some socks. Pretty great. Does he just do fate shit, or? I'm guessing not. You ever have to just stretch to grab something, but it's always too far away, so you have to like kind of rock back and forth to like fucking elastic your body, man. Give it that extra bit of stretch that only momentum can provide. I don't know why I'm using these socks. This sock is so tight. Right back. It's a single fade dojo? Oh, okay. I don't think I'd want to really whack to any fade. The girls are alright, man. Maybe when I take my break in an hour or two, I'll try to multitask some shit on the side. Oh, I get a real anime girl. The glasses guy's down here. Ah, dude, there's always a fight. I can't even stop for 1 second. Extra strength adhesive. Alright. Oof. Shirt keeps fucking rolling up. Fucking phone sliding in between the fucking shirt. Wonder what we use this on to find the random person. Maybe there's something down these alleyways and shit. Just random punks. Great, man. Oh, this guy again. This dude, man. It's beta. Jesus, dude. This dude's about to get fucked, man. Could you imagine being this retarded, man? Any hidden shit down here? Just a long street full of nothing, man. Dean Takahashi's video from Cuphead? No. I've been hearing shit about game developers and Cuphead and shit, but I haven't heard anything about this Dean Takahashi guy in particular. Our game journalist. Did I say developers? I did, I'm not journalist. Played it for 26 minutes and was absolutely horrible. Oh, okay, so this is where I'm hearing this from. Yeah, I've been hearing, I saw that a little bit on the Reddit. There's quite, like, thousands of comments about it. Yeah, man, I don't know, dude. Like, if you're gonna complain about a game like that that's meant to be difficult, and say it's, like, too difficult, when, like, you don't even have, like, a base level of fucking skill, like, I don't know. I'm not saying you have to be good at everything, but you need to at least understand that maybe it's just not for you, or you're just not up to snuff, man. Like, there's some games that are too difficult that maybe shouldn't be focusing on the difficult. Like Yomawari fucking Night Alone or whatever. It had like some just. I mean, we beat it fine. It wasn't like we just had to give up or something, but like. It was a horror game with a cool atmosphere, and then it just had this random, like, 2 hours at the end that was just this super difficult. You're just trying to, like, walk past dudes chasing you. It just didn't make sense. It was needlessly difficult for, like, no reason. I didn't understand why it even existed. Like, that shit makes sense. Like, it doesn't even work with the game, but, like, Cuphead's it's like a fucking boss rush fucking game that's supposed to be difficult. I mean, you could maybe still have it be too difficult within that. I feel like it should be more about complaints about, like, tedium and stuff like that. Like, if that's the game's goal, man, like, as long as the game does it well, like, whatever, man. I mean, you could say, hey, they should have multiple difficulties or some shit. I don't know. The first jump. The fuck? Like, I don't know, I don't think people need to be, like, just amazing at every game they play, like, of course, but... I don't know, I think you need to be able to know where you kind of stand. Like, I'm not saying you need to be good, I'm just saying there's some people who are, like, you know, my grandma could play probably as good as them. It's like, and you're a game developer, or I mean a game journalist, and, like, you're gonna affect these people's, like, sales with your ratings and your, you know, the shit you're showing off. I don't know, dude. It's almost like having an uneducated opinion about something. Like, if you can't even just, like, kind of play it, then why are you even bothered, man? I feel like the higher up shouldn't let somebody who can't even, like, give good, like, video of the game, like, near the fucking thing. Especially, like, reviewing it. Yeah, I don't know if I'll watch the whole thing, but we'll watch a little bit here. I mean, you could say it's like, oh, the guy, or you're just making fun of him for fucking being bad at the game, don't be so mean. But it's like, dude, if he's gonna, like, shit talk the game, like, right after, it'd be one thing if it's just like, oh, you know, the dude just sucks, whatever. Like, it's his job too, man. It's like, dude, I know there's probably not, like, a standard for, like, I mean, it sounds lame, like, you know, a standard for, like, skill level and shit, but, like, I can understand people not being great showing off gameplay, but, like, you're not even showing the game off, man. Like, your job is to give out information and video on games and review them from, like, a standpoint of, like, experience. You're supposed to trust somebody, like, somebody who has experience with games, like, who can tell you about things, who played these things. They might know your, you know, your perspective on shit, like, what you might be interested in. Not like, I wouldn't ask my fucking grandma, you know, hey, man, what do you think of Cuphead? Should I get it? Like, she would fucking have no idea, man. That's kind of like that, man. Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, it's fine if you're this bad, man, but don't pretend like it's the game's fault, man. I hope he's, like, in a very busy hall with lots of people talking to him and he's just kind of not paying attention. I'm guessing the guy just doesn't play platformers. Did he finally... Did he get it, man? I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean, if I was the game developer, I would be annoyed that this is the kind of shit that people are, like, showing about my game. You know, you want to show it at its best, not at its fucking worst. I mean, the people who made this game fucking, like, put their fucking mortgage down on it, like, all this shit. I think it's, like, make or break for them. Maybe you shouldn't go that hard for your fucking game, I don't know, but, like, still, I'd be like, damn, dude. Like, this is the reception, you know, we're gonna have to fucking deal with. I don't think it's been bad for the game, but if anything, it's talked about more. Game looks cool though, man. I love the art style and shit. Is it just like an enemy rush? I haven't really seen much of the new stages. Let's see, this is not gonna be a good way to find out. I wonder how the platforming is gonna be when you get deeper in. Wasn't there an RB for lock-on? Why does he run into them? That's mostly some of the game, right? I doubt he ever got to the boss. I get the idea. So like the dislike ratio, yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. It's because it's like people, it's like opinions and shit. It's like, I don't know. Maybe people don't have the same standards when it comes to like rating people, or not rating people, but critiquing like reviewers and shit. It's like you said, like a programmer should know how to program, but why shouldn't a games journalist know how to at least play games or have knowledge of like lots of games? I feel like if you have to have knowledge of a lot of different games, you need to like play a lot of different games. Maybe you don't need to play all these different games all the time, but like, I mean, fuck, man. Just fucking 4 minutes to press A, then Y, like. I mean, you just must not. I mean, surely it just doesn't play like anything, man. Like anything even close to like that. Which is fine, but I'm curious, like, who hires somebody to like preview and review games that could only do like shooters or something? Maybe people do that. I mean, that's bad on the managers then to pick them out. Kill them like in Mario? Jeez. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm trying to not just fucking like just talk mad fucking shit about the dude or some shit. Like, I'm not saying you're not allowed to be bad. Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like there's got to be some standards, dude. Like a bottom of the barrel standard. Who does he work for? Is he just like a solo dude? I mean, that's different. Unless he's like a well-known... Unless he's like a well-known journalist. A small place called Venture Beat. Oh, I mean, that's a little different. I mean, still, if you're gonna be a games journalist, I feel like he should fucking have a disclosure that he's not really into those games, or he's not had much experience in those, that it's not really representative of, you know, the game. If it's a solo venture, whatever, but like if he's got like a fucking manager, man, to like send him to the floor, I'd feel bad for him, man. Ugh. But yeah, I don't know, man. I would just feel bad, man. Like I don't know how I could like reliably like report on something. It's like me saying, "Hey, dude, I mean, I'm gonna become a baseball, reporter, and I'm gonna talk about baseball and critique plays and show you baseball footage through my perspective, my opinion. And, like, I don't know anything about baseball, man. Like, I could tell you I don't at the beginning and that I'm a retard. I mean, sure, that would soften the blow, but I wouldn't put myself in that position in the first place, man. I'm guessing that's what most people have an issue with. If that was just some video of a guy who's like, haha, man, I suck fucking dick, but I could see the game being cool if I wasn't bad. Like, I don't think anybody would have said anything. I'm going to become a baseball? Yeah, that's the plan, dude. Let's go check this guy out the hotel district. So many fights, dude. I think they put this many fights just to give you like more XP, but like farmable XP, but I'd rather not, man. I'm planning to do the side quests and then the story, and that's it, man. At least for busting balls, man. Like personally, like as a streamer, it's like for my streams, like I want to be able to at least deliver like a level of gameplay that doesn't just piss people off, man. Like, but you don't have to be as a streamer. You can just be a personality. It's like people could still watch you just for shits. You know, it's like maybe watch it because you fucking sucking, or it's like not a big deal or something. Like personally, for me, it's like. It's more like I just don't want to be like super shitty games. Like I don't care that much, but it's like I don't know. I guess I've never really thought about it. Maybe I'm just talking out my ass, man. Four hours to reach Cleric Beast? Hey, man. I mean, that's fine. Might not be into action games. Might not be into that many games at all. And a lot of times, the first Souls game for you is rough, man. I don't think people being bad is a big deal. I think it's when they, like, put themselves in a position to, like, critique things or act like, it's not them or some shit. Getting wrecked on Twitter? Yeah. I've been hearing a lot about it now. I mean, I can see where people are coming from. I'd have to read his article. If he was like slamming down on the game, then like yeah, he's kind of in the wrong there. So he doesn't really have a whole lot of knowledge of the fucking product he's trying to fucking review. I need to read more about it. For me, it just all matters about how the guy handled it. And people just are on it, on him in particular, because like that shit happens a lot with journalists. I mean, you don't need to be able to make movies or make games to be able to like review or critique something, but I feel like you have to have some level of knowledge, man. And if you don't have that level of knowledge, you need to let people know you don't. And then if you have to let people know you don't know anything about half the games you're playing or don't know how to play any of them, then like, why are you even a games journalist, bro? Like, if you just wanted to be a third-person shooter fucking reviewer or some shit, it's like, dude, maybe that's not worth it, man. I don't know. Rock the Dragon? Yeah, that shit's pretty cool, man. I'll probably read into some of that news here when I take my break. Like an hour.
Nani?
4 hours to reach Cleric Beast? I don't know, man. Just imagine you're fucking, you've never played like a fucking action game in your entire fucking life, man. And you only casually play games up to then. I mean, then it begs the question like, what the hell are you doing streaming? But I mean, everybody fucking streams nowadays. I don't know. I only have people with, I'm fucking broken record, but I have people issue people's skill when they're like slamming down on a game. Or like talking mad shit about something because they're ignorant. Blind first playthrough, expect timeouts and bans. Is this an 8-hour video? Oh, send it to Ripper. Okay, I was like, man, I can't skim through 8 hours. You know? Who puts that in their title, dude? That's like what's fucking. Those are like the shitty streamers, dude. This guy, man. I mean, shit, it took me a long